You've been listening to Pastor Mary Flores, and they're having a Christian concert out here next to the Hutto Family Residential Center, which we know is an immigration prison for families and children. And so we're here on November 1st, which in Central and South America and Mexico is recognized as Día de los Muertos, Día de los Inocentes, and our reason being that we're recognizing the loss of the innocence of these children that are incarcerated with their families due to CCA, that's Correction Corp of America, and Williamson County having this contract where it allows them to imprison the families here. This governing by fear and only for profit or greed that has been brought in by the Homeland Security, by the Bush administration, has to come to an end. And we're here doing a candlelight vigil, again in support of the families, and hopefully that the children inside know that they're not at the mercy totally of this corrupt administration of Homeland Security and Correction Corp of America and Hutto prison. There's people, these Christian people that are having a concert next to the prison, the residents from Taylor and from throughout the state that are here right now doing this candlelight vigil. There is support for their freedom and for the respect of innocence of the children, and we keep proposing that the catch and release program be reinstated. While that is not the cure-all for this cancer that ails this nation, especially here in the Southwest, that it would be the first step towards justice, which reinstating catch and release. A lot of the families here now were here because of the hurricanes that came and swept through Mexico and Southwest Texas, that they were caught up in the roundups of evacuation and then imprisoned. All these people here are not criminals. They're seeking refugee status because of natural disasters like those hurricanes, civil wars, and other conflicts within their borders, which we Native people call nothing. All these nation states, we consider them concentration camps that prohibit us from traveling freely on our continent. And most of the Central and South American people have indigenous roots to this continent. So their human rights as indigenous people are not respected, and the innocence of their children is lost. Once that is lost, it cannot be regained. So the harm that these greedy private prisons for profit are doing is irreparable and it's immoral, unjust, and we're glad to have so many supporters here today, those in the concert area with the Christian movement and everybody else that is here today. And so all I can tell everybody is that might does not make right, and the fight for the almighty dollar is not the solution to everything, but justice and morality, and especially the protection of innocence of children, should be the way that the people, let me not say this government, but the people of this continent should unite under and fight for, is the innocence of the children, the protection thereof of that innocence, which today, November 1st, is recognized Día de Inocentes, Día de los Inocentes. We know that many children here, many families with children, those children have lost that innocence because of corruption, of Correction Corporation of America, Hutto, here in Taylor, Texas. And I thank Mary Flores, pastor of the Christian movement, having the concert at Hidalgo Park here next to the prison. And myself, Antonio Diaz, have pledged to keep coming here till we close this prison down, or hopefully impact the change in legislation which would allow for the reintroduction of the catch and release program, which, like I said, is not the cure-all, but it would be a step in the right direction towards justice, and not just immigration reform, but justice in immigration reform. Thank you. And part of the Mexican culture, or the Hispanicized culture over here, recognize 2 days for All Souls Days and All Saints Days. And today is All Saints Days. Dia de los Muertos is to November 1st, November 2nd. And the only is the Day of the Innocents today, which is why we're doing this